Thank you guys for coming here. Tell us about the film.
Thanks for having us. It's a survival thriller, a non-linear survival thriller. It's about a young couple that go camping in the bush. When they get there, they find a tent and a car, but no sign of the occupants. They decide to stay. They grow increasingly nervous about where are these people? What happened here? Then they find a toddler wandering in the bush, and that's just the beginning of their problems.
Okay, that sounds super creepy right there.
Yeah.
So you're filming like in the dark in the forest and you've got a toddler?
Yeah, well, actually, a lot of it happens in the daylight.
Okay.
Yeah. But yes, we tried to find the middle of nowhere as close to Sydney as possible. When
You shot this in Australia?
We did, yeah.
Okay. And tell us about your characters. Aaron, start.
I play the character of Chook, who's one of the local hunters and probably one of the less desirable characters in the film.
I would say definitely. I
yeah.
don't think there's any doubt about that.
Yeah, I'm part of the Chook and German duo. And
Say that again?
The Chook and German duo. So my
Those are
partner
the two
in
bad
crime-
guys.
Okay. Got
Yeah,
it. Okay.
yeah. My partner in crime's name's German, so
Yeah. And I'm Margaret, who is part of a family who are who were in the deserted tent. So the story is told in 2 time frames. It's non-linear. So you start with the young couple going to the campsite, seeing the abandoned tent, and then you start to flash back to what happened to the inhabitants of the abandoned tent, and that's where I come in.
It's a great device to start it with a baby wandering around. I'm already intrigued. And you screened last night? You had your premiere? Or?
We've had 3 screenings so far. So our first screening was Friday night at the Egyptian at midnight, which was fantastic.
How'd it go?
Yeah, it's great. Midnight audiences are fantastic.
Yeah, they are.
Anyone that turns up for a film at midnight, they're committed.
Exactly. Yeah, they're gung-ho.
And this is a great film because it's very vocal when people watch it. We've had people call out, we've had applause, we've had
gasps,
lots of gasps, and
yeah.
it's one of those films. That's why I like thrillers, because you can kind of feel that they're working in the room.
Talk about sort of the filmmaking on this scale right now. Is this a small budget, and how did you put it together?
Yeah, look, it's a fairly small budget, and I think a lot of TV drama seems to have migrated to TV, whereas thrillers, people are still going to see thrillers. So, and they're the kinds of films that I like because you have ordinary people in extraordinary circumstances, and the stakes are high.
Mm-hmm.
So there's nothing quite like that buzz when you're in the cinema watching those kind of films.
Is this your first time at Sundance?
It is. This is my first feature film.
Well, congratulations on getting your first feature into Sundance. That's a great accomplishment.
Yeah, thank you.
So what does it feel like for you to be in the room when you're premiering your film? I mean, you've got these, Sundance audiences are famous, for their passion.
Yeah, everyone here has been so enthusiastic and embracing of the film, and I mean, this whole place is just like a winter wonderland, and to come to Sundance is just it's more than a dream come true.
When the film has been screening, is the audience reacting in the way that you want for all the twists and turns and the plot shifts?
Yeah, it's
and the toddler moments and
yeah, that's right. Oh, they always react for the toddler moments. But yeah, it kind of starts as this sort of slow burn mystery and suspense. So the audience is trying to put the pieces together. How are the timelines working? Where are these people in relation to those people? And you can just sort of feel everyone kind of sinking into that journey. And then there's a kind of pivotal moment and change where you just hear the gasps and the oh no's and from then on, it gets increasingly vocal. So yeah, it's been great.
Where did the story for this begin with you?
It began as an image, actually, like an image of an orange tent in the bush just kind of popped into my head, and I started thinking about what happened to the people in the tent, and then that sort of suggested a story to me. But I guess it's also partly inspired by, I don't know if you've ever been camping in a remote kind of location, and once you're out there in that wilderness, so far from civilization, you just feel like completely alone and the rules don't apply. So a lot of that feeling kind of inspired the film. But also I think in a big way the film is about my fears as a parent for my own kids. Would I be able to protect them if we were under threat?